It's Friday night and time for the Tom London Show and Tell. Welcome to the show. I'm in a reggae mood tonight. I feel like going off to a tropical island with someone pretty and lie on a beach and sip pina coladas. I've never had a pina colada in my life. Have you? Do you like pina coladas, falling asleep in the rain? What was the song, the pina colada song? You remember that? How's it? Welcome to the show. I'm Tom London with you for the next hour. This show is built for you. You're in my home right now, and I'm in your home right now. I just can't see what you're up to. I wish I could. I wish I could see what you see. You know, you get to see me, and I wish I could see what you're doing. Last night we had a call from someone. I was sure they were in the bath. But then someone said to me today, you sure they weren't on the loo? And then I got a completely different mental picture in my mind. So if you want to call from the bath, you know that you can do it on the show. I'm wondering if we can... listen, we're going to do show and tell tonight. So I'm going to be showing some of our regular viewers crafts off and their work off. We got a photographer, Barry Bowditch, will show you one of his wedding photos. We got Alistair Jameson, who makes dog kennels. We got my brother down in Marlow Park, who makes furniture. We'll cross to Phi Phi Island for a hello from my other brother. This is becoming like a family show. You're getting to meet my family. And I was wondering if we could get the Smiths on board and actually do a video call with them and cross over to the UK and go to their house and meet Charlie Smith, who we hear so much about on the shows, and see Lionel's aeroplanes. So if you're keen on that, the Smiths, let me know on the studio number, and then I'll WhatsApp you, WhatsApp video call you on another number from my own number, actually. And don't forget, you can send voice notes to the show throughout the show on the number 067-219-7893. That's 067-219-7893. Let's go to the messages to start off the show and see who's on board and what you got to say for yourself. And by the way, thank you for hitting the like button. And all the comments and the compliments that are coming in, I really appreciate it. Patricia Ann Scholz out of Cape Town says, happy Friday night, everybody. Yeah, we're celebrating Friday night tonight with Patricia Ann Scholz in Cape Town. Who else is on board? I see Laura Kathleen says, hi, Tom. Hi, everyone. Here's a kiss and a heart for you. Bronwyn Griffith says, good evening. And Gaynor Schulenberg says, hi, Tom and all. I had my mammogram on the 13th and all was good. Yes! A good mammogram is a good mammogram. I'm so glad I'm a man and you don't have to have that. We don't have to do mammograms. We have to do the prostate exam. I'm not going to comment on that. John Moslin with the violent face. With that violent face of yours, John, no one's going to mess with you in a bar, I'm telling you. Robert Bruce Naismith is on board. How's it, Rob? Good to have you with us. Stella Tsuras Fanikak. Hey, good to see Stella on board. Haven't seen you in the comment section yet. It's nice to see your name there, Stella. Yes, the Smiths house tour, says Bronwyn Griffith. That would be nice, hey, if they're on board. I'm not sure if they're watching, but if they are, we'll see if we can cross over to the UK and go have a look inside their house. Cheryl Wehan says, hello all, but exhausted, just listening tonight. That's cool, Cheryl. Welcome to the show. It's good to have you on board. I think we've got a voice note from you. We'll play it in just a moment. Patricia says, I'm lying in bed. Bed's my favorite place to be. I don't know about you. I mean, I've spoken about this before, people who like going out and people who like coming home. I'm one of those that likes coming home. And I think the nicest place on the planet is my bed. I've been all over this world. I've stood on the edge of the Grand Canyon and looked up at the buildings of Manhattan and cruised the Pacific Coast Highway, spent time in the south of France and the major capitals of Europe. But I got to tell you, my favorite destination is my bed at the end of the night. I love my bed. Even if I'm alone in my bed, I love my bed. But if someone's in my bed with me, then it's the best place in the world. Okay, so Patricia's lying in her bed. Shirley Backer says, "Hi, Tom from Canada. Used to listen to you on 702 when I still lived there." Wow, Shirley, thank you. And what memories you must have, as I do too, of those days. And I'm just trying to bring that show and the listeners and the family and the spirit we had back then back together with modern technology. Hope it's working and hope you're enjoying the show. And thank you for tuning in all the way from Canada. It's daytime there, nighttime in Johannesburg. Perfect. Is it spring or summer yet? Spring evening. Carlos Hartwell, I said Carlos Hartwell is on board, says evening all, and Tom will do a couple more of these. Lil Cook said I had the best Friday the 13th. Tom Dawes out of the Drakensberg says, good evening, really sleepy, off to bed, had a long day. Cheers. Horses all happy and healthy. That's good to know. Tom Dawes loves horses more than anyone I have ever come in contact with, and it's just so nice to see. Alistair Jameson out of Cape Town's on board. Alistair says, hello and hi to all. Justin Chamberlain says, hey Tom, good evening. Hello everybody. Justin, you owe me a telephone call. Neil Johnson. Wow. Now there's a broadcasting luminary. Neil Johnson was one of my first bosses when I worked at 94.7 in 1997. I don't know how I didn't give him gray hairs. He says men do get breast cancer too. Ain't that the truth, eh? And surprising when it happens. Brendan wants to know how many people are listening in the bath tonight. Yeah, the bath is... I got a feeling we're going to do bath calls on the show soon. Ben wants to know what's burning there. Did the donkey fart? Greetings from Primrose. No, it's incense. It's chocolate-flavored incense. Sarah Key out of Morningside, Johannesburg says, hi all, and more will join us as we make our way through the hour. If you see someone new coming into the room, say hello to them, make friends. I mean, part of the reason I'm doing this show is not just to provide entertainment, but it's also, B, to provide some company, if you need company in the evenings, and then C, for you to meet people in the comment section. You'll be surprised after a few months how you start making connections and becoming friends with people. Robert wants to know if any black cats crossed my path today. I went out once today. But I'll tell you how my day started. My day started with a friend going, my phone rang at about, 20 to 7. I was already up. And my phone rang and it was my friend Nathan. And Nathan said, Tom, can you help me? I said, yeah, what do you need? He said, my battery's gone flat. And the first thing I thought of was Friday the 13th. Yeah, zapped old Nathan's battery. So I decided I wasn't going anywhere today. I wouldn't take too many chances, and I had a walk, and that was it. Alistair says he's no longer in Cape Town. Primrose is the domicile now. So, we got two people from Primrose, eh? Yeah. Primrose represented. Shall we go to the voice note line and see what... I don't want to call it the voice note line or the comment line. Maybe it's a comment line. Who knows? All right, so Cheryl sent this voice note. Let's start the show with it.
Hello, Mr. London.
Hello.
I thought I would share my story of Friday the 13th.
Please do. We're all waiting.
So I know for a lot of people it is unlucky, or superstition says it's unlucky. But I want to share a beautiful story from my mother.
Yes.
My mother was born in 1940.
1940.
And in those days, yes, women stayed at home. They looked after the children, they cleaned the house, and they looked after their husbands.
Yes.
My mom says men did literally nothing. They went to, well, not nothing. They went to work and came back, and that was it.
Back in the day, men used to go to work, and they were very proud. Men were very proud of being providers. That was the thing with... I remember having this discussion with my dad. We had a discussion which went pear-shaped one night. And he said, I was a good father. I said, no, I'm not saying you weren't a good father. You were just busy, you know. You were doing what other men did. Yes, I came home, and I came home every night, which you did. I put food on the table, which you did. And he said, I took you on holidays in December, which he did. And we should take you to monuments and museums on Sundays, which he did. But the truth is, my mom was back then, and I think it's still the same, women are the glue that hold families together. And it was, everything was easily defined back in the day. Men went to work, came home, sat on the couch, watched TV. And women kept it all going. Now, women have to go to work. They still have the mother responsibilities, the wife responsibilities. And maybe men are getting better at doing some of the work. I don't know. I was telling someone earlier on, I've got a visitor tonight. You can't see this person because they're not sitting next to me, but they're close. Over there somewhere. And just before the show, this person spilled a whole glass of wine on my couch. So I'm sitting in the wet patch right now. Don't tell anybody. Why did I say that? I got no idea. Oh, yeah. What happened with the story? Your mom was born in 1940, and this is a Friday 13th story.
And on Friday the 13th,
Yeah.
there was an old gentleman in their street,
Yes.
Mr. Smith.
Mr. Smith.
And he would make tea and bake cake from scratch for all the ladies and all the children in the
Mr. Smith sounds like a player.
street. On Friday the 13th,
Yeah.
he would invite them to the house,
Oh,
serve them,
Wow.
and then clean up afterwards.
really?
So, growing up, of course, Mr. Smith was long gone by the time I was around, but every Friday the 13th, my mom would wake up and she'd come through to my room and she'd say, "Guess what?
What?
Mr. Smith is making tea today." So, even today, my mom has been gone for 2 odd years now, and she passed at 84. I still get up, I still send my kids a message, I still wake my youngest son up and I say, "Guess what? Mr. Smith is making tea." So to my mum and Mr. Smith, wherever you may be in the universe now, I hope you're having tea today.
I like it. Mr. Smith is making tea today. Happy Friday the 13th to you. We're going to do show and tell tonight. I got a couple of people who sent in their products and the things that they make, and we are going to show them off on screen. Perhaps we could just have a little chat and just respond to comments for a couple of minutes, because I see there's a lot coming through and I like it. Maxine Smith says, "Hello all. The Smith House tour will have to wait till next week. Why does your house look like a bomb's hit it? Is your house all dirty? Do the Smiths have a dirty, messy house?" That's what's coming out of this. Somewhere in the UK, there's a really fail house. The whole street probably talks about them. Have you seen the Smiths' dirty house? It's so dirty they won't even put it on the Tom London show. That might be the reason. We'll hold you to it. And Bronwyn says we'll hold you to it. Damn right. Next week, we want to meet the Smiths. We want to meet Maxine Lionel and Charlie Smith. We're going to arrange it for next week, right? Stella says it's so nice to be here, seeing people from the morning show. Hi, Alistair Jameson, Vanessa Taylor. Yeah, it's good to have all the friends back. Robert says, I like your cushion arrangement today, all swapped around. That's for Patricia Ann Skoltz. That's just to mess with her brain. And all the OCD people. I had a business partner once who was OCD. And in the mornings, I'd go to his desk and I'd take his pen and I'd move it 2 degrees. Just 2 degrees. That's all it took to mess with his whole day. I had a girlfriend like that once as well. I would just move an ornament 5 millimeters to the right, and then you watch that person come in and they go, something's not right. And you wait for them to figure it out. I'm evil that way. Barry Bowditch is saying hello to friends. Hello, Stella Tsuros Fanikak. That name doesn't roll easily off the tongue. Stella Tsuros Fanikak. You got to practice that. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Barry Bowditch, best photographer, still booking you for my wedding day. I'm also booking Barry for my wedding day. I've just got to find a wife. But when I find a wife, I'm going to get Barry to take the pictures. I'm going to go, only one man is good enough for the job. Only one man is good enough to take my wedding photos. Only one man should be good enough to take your wedding photos, and that's Barry Bowditch, let me tell you. I see I'm sticking a lot tonight. See if I can fix that. No. Yeah, you're just going to have to put up with a bit of stickiness on the show tonight, right? I'm putting up with a bit of stickiness under my bum. What do we got? Do you want to see a picture of Barry's? This is the kind of wedding photography that Barry does. Look at that. How cool is that? I mean, if you're going to get married, if you're going to do that to yourself, then you better get good photographs. Barry's got, look at that. Barry Bowditch, comment section. You get Barry Bowditch to take your pictures of your wedding, You will not be disappointed. Alistair Jameson says, put a towel down, Tom. Good old fashioned trick for sorting out wet patches. Lizelle Elliott is on board. I had a wonderful chat with Lizelle the other night. I mean, it was like chatting to social media royalty, because Lizelle's got 1 million followers on TikTok. And Lizelle does tarot card readings and psychic readings. Just got such a nice gig going, and 2-hour conversation. I think we finished talking at like midnight or something. It was just fascinating to connect with Lizelle and chat about all the great work she's done. I mean, I'm on a baby steps, very beginning of this journey, and there we have a real